Okay, does it exist? Does it not exist? We're going to be talking about all this in today's session. All right. So let me see where you joining from today. Could you put it in the chat? I would like to know where you are joining in from today. Where you are joining in from today. Okay, just put it in the chat. Okay, gonna probably mute everybody so that nobody. Okay, where are you joining from today? Just put it in the chat. Are you coming? Are you joining? Are you joining from the UK? Are you joining from Nigeria? Are you joining from Ghana? Are you joining from Canada? Just put it in the chat. I'd like to know where you're joining in from today. All right, let's go. Let's jump ahead. Okay, let's just jump straight into it. Okay, UK, 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 UK. All right, we have quite a number of people from the UK. All right. So the reason why I'm asking this question is very simple. The reason why asking the question is so that I can tailor the question or tailor the session to the people joining the call. And we have majority of the people joining from the UK. So that's what I'm going to do today. All right. But regardless, even if you're based in Nigeria, you're based in Ghana, you're based in another part of the world, it really doesn't matter. This session is still going to be, tailored to suit you better. All right, so I'm excited to be here. We're going to be talking about things that you can actually start to implement today, not tomorrow, not next week. Things that you can start to implement today. Now, as an immigrant in a new country, okay, there are several things that most people would have told you as an immigrant. Okay, number one is, and let me just use my own personal experience. Okay, number one is most people that have told you that when I relocated initially, people told me that obviously your name was one of the major problems. So they said that once they see your name and they see that it's not English or it's not European, they usually will just send you a rejection email. Most people just feel like once you see your name is Efemena Ipro, your name is Uche Chuku, your name is something different from European, they would just send you a rejection email. Okay, so that's what we call buyers. Okay, that's what the buyers that we want to talk about today. But guess what? I was still able to get a job. Okay, and we have tons of also other Africans, that have also gotten their own job. Okay, now the key question here is how do you beat this recruitment bias? It exists. Nobody says it doesn't exist. It exists. But how do you beat it? Okay. That's what we're going to be discussing in today's session. Now, let me know. Are you excited to be here? Give me a one in the chat. Just type a one in the chat if you're excited to know how you can beat this bias today. Put it number one in the chat. Number one, number one, number one. Just type a one in the chat. Let's go. All right, I can see. Now I'm getting excited. I'm getting excited. Let's go. So recruitment bias do exist. Nobody says it doesn't exist. It does exist, but there are ways you can actually bypass this recruitment bias. Now, for the first timers in the house, we're going to be doing, telling you more about Amdari. Okay, so Amdari is a platform that allows you build work experience. Okay, now, everybody that's looking at transition into the tech space, one thing that is dominant or predominant in everybody is the fact that I don't have experience. I don't have experience. I don't have experience. That's the reason why I've not been able to transition into the tech space. I don't have experience. That's the reason why I am stuck in a career path I don't like. I don't have experience. That's the reason why I've not been able to get a job. There are quite a number of things people actually say. And one of the major reasons why people have not transitioned is the fact that they don't have experience. All right. And I'll be doing a little bit of an introduction about myself, later on in today's session. Okay. But the major problem why most people find it difficult to get a job today is the lack of work experience. And that's exactly what we're solving. That's the problem we're solving. Now, the key question here is where are you supposed to get this experience? Okay, you just finished learning agile project management, you just learned business analysis, but every recruiter or every job post you go to is asking you to have work experience. Now, the puzzling question is where are you supposed to get this work experience? Where are you supposed to get this work experience? You just learned. You think you're looking for that ability for somebody to take a chance on you. Okay, but the honest truth is the workspace at the moment is very competitive. Okay. So in order for you to get your foot into the door, they need you to have experience. And that's exactly where Amdari comes in. We provide you with work experience that you can use in getting your dream job. Okay, that's exactly what we're doing here today. All right. So what are we doing today? Today's session is going to be an hour maximum, 1 hour 30 minutes, 1 hour 30 minutes at the very, very maximum. So I'm going to try to keep it into 1 hour. Okay, we're just about 6 minutes into the session, so I'm going to keep it within 1 hour so that you can actually learn. Okay, and you can start to implement this thing as quick and as fast as possible. So here are the 4 things that we're going to be talking about in today's session. Here are the 4 things that we are going to be talking about in today's session. Give me a second. I'm just going to move things around. All right. Yeah, the 4 things that we're going to be talking about in today's session. Now, today's session is going to be very interactive, and I want you guys to be with me. I want you guys to work alongside with me. So, how to beat the recruitment buyers as a newbie in tech and land a job in 2025. Now, this recruitment buyers, like I said earlier, it exists. Nobody says it doesn't exist. It does exist. But now the key question is, how do you bypass it? How are you able to move past this and land your dream job? Okay. And the other part is your pathway to becoming a tech professional and securing a job. We're going to talk about the Amdari work experience internship. And the last but not the least, the special offer that we have for you. The special offer that we have for you. So these are the 4 things we're going to be talking about in the next 40, 15 minutes at the maximum. Okay. Now, the first thing is the most important one there, which is how to beat recruitment buyers as a newbie. Okay, not necessarily a newbie. You don't have to be a newbie. You might be an experienced professional, all right, that is looking at transitioning into the tech space, and you're wondering, how do I convert my past experience into the career path I want to go into? So you've been a customer service representative, you've been working in the care space, you've been working in another career path, but you're wondering, how do I get into this job that I want to get into? How do I become a data analyst? How do I use this experience in data analytics? How do I use this experience in cybersecurity? So on and so forth. Those are the things I'm going to be talking about in today's session. Now, who is Efemena ePro? I'm the co-founder to Tenalytics and also Amdari, okay? And across both platforms, we've helped well over 2,500 people transition into the tech space. Africans, okay? Africans with no prior experience, no prior tech experience, we help them land their dream job within the tech space. And we've done this for the last 5 years. And Amdari is a new platform that we started, sometimes last year. And even starting just last year, we've had quite a number of success stories I'm going to be sharing with you. And, in this, my experience, I've helped, well over 2,500 people land their first dream job within the tech space. So even in the UK, US, Canada, all these places are places where we've helped people transition and get actual jobs within the tech space. All right. Talking about my own personal experience, I started my career. I studied economics in university, non-technical. I got my first job as a management consultant, also nothing technical. All right. And eventually I was able to transition into the tech space. Well, you see, that transitioning took me about 2 years because I had no actual work experience. Okay. I had no work experience. So most people also at the time were not looking to hire beginners that really didn't know much. Okay, so I found it very difficult to get a job. Just like the way you are finding this, you are struggling at the moment to get in a job. I also struggled to get a job, but eventually, all right, I was able to do something different, and that thing I'm going to explain to you today. I was able to do something different, and eventually, I was able to get my first job. And immediately I got my first job. Honestly, it just opened so much opportunity. So you see, the major problem here is getting the first one. All right, getting the first one is the most difficult task. I'll tell you, it's the most difficult task, and that's why we have a platform like Amdari to help you make it easier. Okay, getting that first one is the most challenging task ever. Okay, but anyway, that's why we're here to help you, so that it's not as stressful as it is. Okay, so yeah, getting the first one was very tough. And immediately I got the first one, I will tell you, I worked as a data analyst, I worked as a BI developer, I've worked as a data engineer, I've worked as a data scientist, I've worked as a Power Platform developer, I've worked as a business systems analyst. My experience has spanned different roles within the tech space. Within the span of 10 years, I've worked across different organizations. I've implemented, I have led a team, I've I've done quite a number of interesting projects, and that's what I still do today. So now I do more of data science, data analytics consulting for businesses in Canada and also the UK, where I implement new solutions, new analytical solutions, or majorly solutions to these organizations in order for them to become data driven or make their team more data driven. That's exactly what we do. All right. So about my experience span different industries, I'm not going to talk about that. I'm currently based in Canada. Okay, I missed the UK. I lived about 3 years in the UK, lived about 3 years in Ireland. Okay, then I moved. Currently, I'm based in Canada. But I won't lie to you, I miss Europe. I miss the UK. Some people move from UK to Canada and they love it in Canada. But I moved to the UK. I moved to Canada, and I actually miss the UK. Like every single day, I'm always missing the UK. I might still come back. I'm not sure yet, but let's see how it goes. Anyways, that's it. So let's jump into it now. Let's jump into today's session. Today's session is going to be talking about, are their recruitment bias affecting your ability to land a job? I don't receive another rejection email. I've applied for 50 jobs, and out of those 50 jobs, I've gotten 49 rejection. One of them, I didn't even get a response. So the main question here is, are there recruitment bias? As an African in the UK, as a Nigerian, Ghanaian, South African, Kenyan, wherever you're coming from, as an African in general, are there recruitment bias towards you as an immigrant? Okay. I'm going to talk about 5 specific ones in today's session. 5 that really affects everybody on the call, every single person. Either you're white, you're black, it affects you 100%. Okay. Number 1 is your name bias. And this was the first thing I talked about, your name bias. So even at the time, when I relocated newly to Ireland back in the days, and I was looking to get in a job, okay? Some other Africans were telling me that, Efemena, it's going to be very difficult for you to get a job. First of all, once they see your name is already putting you at a disadvantage. Already at the disadvantage. Your name is Adeshokpe Adeola. Your name is Efemena Ipro. Your name is, Chukwuemeka. Once they see all these names that doesn't sound European, they just ignore. Okay, they just ignore. And that's exactly one of the major challenges we have. Okay, we can't change our name. All right. So this is judgment based on ethnic. Okay, just based on your name, just like looking at your name, you're not. So even at the time, I wanted to change my name to. I wanted to change my name. Okay, my middle name is Michael. Okay, my middle name is Michael. So I wanted to change to Michael, and my father's last name was James, or Michael James. So I'll just use that one to boo people. But I never did it. It never got as. Maybe I never got too desperate to actually try that out, but that was something I was looking at. Okay, I was looking at just using Michael, so I never tried to use it anyway. So name bias is the first one. The second one we're going to be talking about today is appearance. Okay, appearance. So this is just based off your physical appearance. So are you fine? Are you all pushed up? Are you all cleaned up? Are you all looking clean, neat, well groomed and all that? So appearance bias is another significant bias that exists within the recruitment space. So if you're an African and they just tell you, it's time for the interview, you turn on your video, and they just see a black person, okay? Or they just see the way you look, the way you carry yourself, your charisma, everything. Your appearance is the first thing that was, before you open your mouth to say good afternoon, good morning, whatever the time, whatever it is, they're already judging you based off the way you look, okay? And these are things that you cannot control, okay? These are things that are beyond your control, honestly speaking. The next thing is affinity bias. Okay, affinity basically means that similar interests. So the candidates, the recruiter, maybe the recruiter has a bias towards certain people coming from certain backgrounds, certain personalities, okay, and all that. So this is basically based on the recruiter's personal bias. Okay. The next one is resume pedigree bias. Now this is the one that most people are usually used to. Okay, so candidate based on prestigious schools, big university names, and so on. So you see a lot of people looking out to go to Ivy League universities. I want to do my MBA in Harvard. I want to do my MBA in some big Ivy League university anywhere in the world. Okay, so you're currently looking at relocating, and you don't want to do your masters in University of Portsmouth. You don't want to do your masters in University of All City or University of I would say very, very minimum, minimal university. You don't want to go there because you feel like if I go to University of London, I go to University of, the UCLA, you go to some big university, you just feel like you will likely get a job better. Okay. So yeah, there are some bias towards what school did you go to, where did you get your experiences from, and so on and so forth. So you see a lot of a lot of people looking to go to these places because they want to be affiliated to this brand, and thereafter use that in getting the dream job that they're looking for. That's how other people also are looking at certificates. Okay, it could also be certificates. So I spoke to a recruiter while I was looking for a job at the time. All right, it was a business systems analyst role. Okay, and the person wanted somebody that the lady was actually a Nigerian. She was Nigerian. We got talking, and during the call, she says she's CBAP, that's a certified business analyst professional. Because she's CBAP certified, she also is looking for someone that was CBAP certified. And I was asking the reason why. And she was like, oh, she knows what she did in order for her to get that certificate. She knew what she had to go through in order for her to get the certificate. And I was like, okay, all right, you have the certificate. Now, what made you better on the role? What made you better? Was it the certificate that made you better? Or was it the projects that you worked on that made you better? Okay, and she was able to talk about, the certificate was just something that I struggled to get. Okay, I struggled to get it, so I'm just biased towards it. Because anybody I asked CBAP, I'm happy, I'm excited, I want to talk about the person's experience and so on and so forth. But yeah, that's by the way. But that's what we call resume bias. The next one is experience bias. So most people this is where everything is not tilting towards. Okay, experience. All right. If you're looking at getting a job, let's even forget about tech for now. Forget about tech. Let's say you want to sew a cloth. You have a party you're going to, and you have a designer in mind. You want to design a cloth. You want to design a suit or a dress or something. You want something custom made. Okay. Can somebody say custom made? You want something that will fit your body. All right. And you have two tailors. Tailor A is telling you that, oh, I just finished from what's the name of this popular fashion designer? Okay, I just finished, learning from this very popular designer. I haven't done much in terms of samples, but trust me, if you give me this chance to prove myself, I will do something great for you. Now, this is an absolute beginner. No experience, no nothing, just finished from a fashion school, and is willing to do the work for you. That is tailor A. Tailor B did not go to any fashion school. Okay, no fashion school, no nothing. All right, but the person is telling you that, oh, I can give you 10 people that I have sewn clothes for. All right, can you see Efemena? Okay, go check out this picture, click on the link, look at this clothes. Efemena is wearing my design. I designed the clothes, I sewed the clothes. Oh, can you take a look at Ugochukwu? Ugochukwu is currently wearing the suit, and I designed the suit for him. Oh, for Francis' wedding, I designed for the groomsmen and the groom himself. I was the one that designed that, and I can give you a lot of samples from the things that they have done. Now, there is no affiliation to any school, any university, nothing, okay? But the person is telling you, I have done it before. If you give me the chance, I will do it again. I've done it several times before. And if you give me a chance, I will do it again. Now, who are you going to go with? Are you going to go with tailor A that has no prior experience, nothing? Only that I have gone to a fashion school from a reputable person that you probably know, all right? Then the second person, tailor B, that has no certificate, nothing, but can give you people, actual human beings that can do the job. And if you even need reference, okay, I can provide you with reference of this client, okay? Or Efemena, you can send Efemena a message and ask about my work. You can send a message to Francis, you can send a message to Ugochukwu, and all these people. They will tell you about the things that I've done before for them. Who are you going to go with, Taylor A or Taylor B? Now, most people would say Taylor B because you have a party that you want to go to. You want to look good. You want to sound good. You don't want to be worried if this person is going to deliver or not deliver. Okay? You don't want to be following up with the person. Have you done it? Did you get my measurement? Are you sure you can do it? You don't want to go through that stress of micromanaging the tailor. So what would you go with? You'll go with Taylor B that has done it several times, and you can be at rest that this person is likely going to deliver if I give the person a chance. So this is where experience bias comes in. Experience just basically means that you've done it before. You've done it before. I don't care where you've done it, but you can tell me exactly where you've done it. You can prove, you can show me reference of where you've done it before. I can speak to actual human beings to tell me that you've done this thing for them before. I'm going to give you a chance. So nobody's giving chance to people that have not done it before. All right? Nobody is giving a chance to people that have not done it before. All right? And I'm starting to see that. So do you guys understand what we're talking about today? Give me a one in the chat if you are following us so far. If you're following me so far. Give me a one in the chat if you follow me so far. Let's go. Marie, let's go. All right. Keep it coming, guys. Keep it coming. So these are the biases that we have, that we all face as Africans, in a foreign country looking at getting a job. Your name is the first one. So once you're applying for a job, your name is going to be the boldest thing that they see there. All right. So the number two is appearance. So when you go for the call, you turn on your video and they get to see you, or even if it's a physical meetup, okay, you get to see you. Affinity. We don't talk about the resume. We talk about experience. But now, some of these things you can control, some of them you can't control. All right. So here are the ones that you can control, and here are the ones that you cannot control. Okay. Your name bias, you honestly can't control that one. You can't. It's impossible. You can't change your name because you're looking for a job. All right. Affinity. Okay. You can also change that. So if that's that's the recruiter's bias, personal bias. So you can't go into the recruiter to change the person's mind. You can't do that. So if the person is doesn't really just like Africans, or it's not just, probably the person has a terrible work experience with another African, they just have this bias towards certain side of people. So you really can't change that. You can't. No matter how you want to look good, no matter how sound you might be, if the person has a bias towards certain category of people, you would not get past it. Okay? But now, what are we going to focus on? We're going to focus on the ones that we can control. Correct? That's the one that we can. What we can change are the ones that we can actually get it done. Now, appearance bias. Okay? Number two is resume and pedigree. Now, I'll tell you the reason why we can control this now. At this point in time, I'm going to tell you why. You affiliated with a face. Oh, I worked with Google. Oh, I went to this university. Oh, I completed this certificate. I'll tell you the reason why it really doesn't matter in this day and age. Okay? Sometimes it still matters. I won't tell you 100% that it doesn't matter. It still matters. It still matters. But how can you bypass it? Okay? Also, experience in the same vein. How can you get this experience that is qualified enough for you to get a job? That's exactly what we're talking about. So now, moving forward, recruitment trends in 2025, and these are things that we are all familiar with already, okay? Some of us might be familiar, some of us might not be familiar with it, but let's talk about this. And the reason why I'm talking about this is also to go back to the biases, the ones that we can control, the three ones that we can control. We're going to be using that based on the trend within the recruitment phases at the moment, okay? So there are four key trends that you need to take note of in recruitment. Anything I told when you're talking about hiring, you're talking about recruitment, there are four major trends that you need to take track of. Okay, number one is skill first. Skill first hiring is becoming the norm. Skill first. So now, guess what? If you were to go and do a master's in Harvard, for example, and I did not go to Harvard, I went to some university in London in the UK. I went to Southampton University, or I went to University of All City, or some university in the UK, and we apply for the same job. My CV looks good. Your CV looks good. You went to Harvard. Your CV looks good. My CV looks good. And we both get called for. Guess what? We are going to go through the same recruitment process. So you went to Harvard. I went to Omolorogo Primary, some university in Nigeria. So, okay, I went to University of Ibadan. I went to Lead City University. It really doesn't matter anymore, okay, because they are more concerned about the skill that you have. So you learned that skill in Harvard. I learned mine in Futa in Akure. Okay, it really doesn't matter where you get that skill from. You both have the skill. You can code in Python. I can code in Python. You can do exploratory data analysis. I can do exploratory data analysis. You can use Wireshark. I can use Wireshark. You can use Splunk. I can use Splunk. It's a skill first economy, job market. It's a skill first job market. So if you have the skill, you are on the right path. So because most job roles are looking for people that have skills, okay, that own the skills. So regardless of anywhere you got those skills, it really doesn't matter. We are all going to go through the same recruitment process, okay? And at the end of the day, the next thing is, this is the all-time leveler, and that is ATS. ATS, do you guys know what ATS stands for? Do you guys know what ATS stands for? Let me see. ATS. So we have what we call applicant. Okay. Oh, my pen is tracking. Applicant tracking software. That's what it means. Applicant tracking software. Have you guys heard of this before? Let me see the charts. Okay. Have you guys heard of ATS before? Put a yes in the chat if you've heard of ATS. If you've heard of ATS, type a yes in the chat. Let me see. Okay. So if you've heard of this before, it's very simple for you to see that. Okay. ATS is now the all-time leveler because it is now the reason why everybody gets a chance when you apply for a job. Okay, is the reason is this is how everybody has a chance now after they apply, when you apply for a job. Okay, give me a second, monitor 2. Okay, yes, confirm. I just want to ensure my pen is working properly. Just give me a second. All right. So now, why I'm saying this is the all-time leveler. ATS is the all-time leveler. So you see, if a job comes out today, say they are recruiting for a project manager. The role is project manager. So we have different people applying for this job. People that come from Harvard, they have Harvard experience. We have people coming from Google, Facebook. We have people coming from different places. Okay, so this is the job portal. Okay, so you see, everybody is going to apply for this job. So if you went to Harvard, you apply. If you went to Facebook, you apply. If you went to, you have experience in Google, Facebook, FANG companies, everybody's going to apply for this role. So now, once you apply for this role, okay, who is going to review? So let's say 1,000 people apply for this role. 1,000 people apply for this role. The recruiter is not going to read your CV at this point. When you apply, the recruiter is not going to read your CV. It's the ATS, the applicant, they call it applicant tracking software. Okay, they call it the applicant tracking software or system. Okay. Okay, now it's the ATS that would firstly review your CV. So once you apply for the job, ATS is going to take a look at your CV. Now, what is ATS going to be looking at? It's going to be looking at keywords. Okay, it's going to be looking at keywords. So even if you have Harvard on your CV, you have Harvard, you have all these things on your CV, you have all the top organizations on your CV. If your CV isn't great, doesn't have the right keywords, you're likely going to get a rejection email. You're likely going to get a rejection email. Okay? Because, the time is going to take one recruiter to read 1,000 people's CV. Nobody has that time anymore. with the advent of AI and all that, nobody has the time anymore to review so many CVs. So let me tell you exactly what will happen. ATS is going to review the CV, and is either you get a yes or you get a no. Okay? So if all of us have Harvard on our system and your CV is not great, you don't have the right keywords, you're likely going to get a rejection email. Okay, and that's why you see a lot of us getting rejection email, because we're using 1 or 2 CVs to apply for 50 jobs. Okay, and we just keep applying without using the right keywords. You're likely going to continue to get rejection emails. Okay, so ATS is the all-time leveler. So even if you have the best experience from the best university, from the best organization, if your CV is not optimized properly, you are likely going to get a rejection email. So it means that if I don't even have the right skill, even if I don't have the right experience from any other background, you know, I can actually optimize my CV with the right keywords and guarantee the chance of me getting a call from a recruiter. Okay, so that's why I call it the all-time leveler. And the next one is remote work is creating more global opportunities. Okay, take for example myself. I'm based in Canada, but I still work for companies in the UK. I still work for businesses based in the UK. I work for businesses based in the US. I have people in the US working for companies based in Africa. I have people in the UK working for businesses based in the US. I have people in Nigeria working for companies based in the US, Canada, so on and so forth. So the global space has made it more demanding for tech professionals, okay? More opportunities for you. You can actually learn a skill today and use it to start earning in foreign currency or earning the more salary that you never thought you could actually earn. Okay, take for example, I like to use myself, okay, because when I'm talking about salary, when I was in Nigeria, I was on almost going on 400K at the time, almost going on 400K naira per month, okay, at the time. Aside from bonuses and all that perks that comes with it, it was based on almost 400K. I was looking for a job in Nigeria. I couldn't get something. At the time, I spent a couple of months trying to look for a very good job. Back then, I couldn't get something great. Relocated to Ireland, got my first job, got the second job, got the third one, and I was nearing 100,000 euros at the time, close to 100,000 euros. I never even thought at that time that I could even get close to that number. Moving on with your career progression, started getting more opportunities, started getting more international opportunities based even outside my geographical location. And that's exactly what remote work has actually opened us to. Now, the next thing is portfolios are more valuable than traditional experience. Okay? Now, let me ask you the same question. If you want to hire a graphics designer today, just assume you want to open your YouTube channel. You want to open a YouTube channel and you're looking for a video editor to work with. What would you ask for? Can I see the videos that you've edited before? Can I see the people that you've worked with before? So even if you want to work with a plumber, okay, you're building in your house, okay, and you need a plumber to fix plumbing stuff within the house, you need to see the work that this person has done before. Can I see the things that you've done before? What houses have you worked with? What clients have you worked with? Can I get reference and all that? Those are the things that are leading the workforce at the moment. So if you personally want to hire a video editor, graphics designer, a photographer, you have an event that is coming up and you want to hire a photographer, can I see some of the works that you've done before? A portfolio of the things that you've done before. That's what you would request for. Now, these are the things that you probably know. Why are you not taking it personal? Why are you not doing it to your personal career? Okay, so if currently you're looking to get in a job, do you have a portfolio of projects that you've worked on? I'm not talking about generic projects that every other learner is using. I'm not talking about, if you're a data analyst, you're talking about Titanic data sets, you're talking about cargo data sets, you're talking about all these data sets that everybody within a space is using the same case studies, the same data sets. You are not different from them, okay? You're not different, okay? So portfolio is what's driving the workforce at this time. And that's something that you need to know. So skill first. ATS has made it easy for everybody to be on the same page. So you went to Harvard. I did not go to Harvard. We're going to apply for the same job. I'm going to put in the right keywords. You're going to put in the right keywords. We are both going to go through the recruitment process. Okay? Remote work allows me to now put my my experience across the entire world. I'm not limited to my geographical location anymore. I can now apply for jobs literally anywhere across the world. And the last but not least one is portfolios. Portfolio is what sets you aside from any other person. So if you're looking to get in a job in 2025, these are the trends that you need to know. These are things you probably know, all right? And I'm resounding so that you know exactly that, okay, these things tie together at the end of the day. So my personal success story, like I mentioned, I started as an economist, okay? And this is me telling you that that thing that we talked about, the trends, it has existed for a while, okay? Studied economics in school, got a job as a management consultant. You see, no tech experience. I am not coming from, I didn't do computer science in school. I didn't learn programming in school. I did not do all these things by myself. I didn't learn any of these things in any university setting or any school or any certificates. Till date, I don't have a certificate. One certificate I don't have. All right. So no experience. I started learning like every other person on the call, Udemy courses, Coursera courses. I did some boot camps here and there, and all that. That's what I was doing at the time. And it took me 2 years. I relocated to Ireland, like I mentioned earlier. I was working also menial jobs, what they call menial jobs, what you call survivor jobs. I was doing survivor jobs. I was working in the warehouse, worked in the warehouse for well over about 8 months, okay? And still no job. Okay, eventually I was able to land my first job, and this is like what I was telling you earlier. Skills first, learn, build, add a portfolio of projects. Okay, things I've worked on. I was constantly posting on LinkedIn. So if you check me out on LinkedIn today and you scroll down, you'll see the things that I've been posting in the past. Every project I was working on, I was always posting, and that's exactly how I was able to get my first job. Okay, honestly speaking, it's personal project that got me my first job. I didn't have experience. I was working in management consulting, had no practical work experience. Okay, but like I said earlier, nobody's going to give you a chance if you're an absolute beginner. Oh, I just finished learning on Udemy. I just want to practicalize some projects. Nobody's going to give you a chance. The same way you're not going to give your material to a learner tailor, a tailor that just finished learning. The same way you not give that person your clothes so that the person doesn't damage your clothes or the material. What would you do? You give it to an experienced person, someone that can show you that they've done it before. Okay, that's the person you give it to. All right, you won't give somebody that you know that categorically you can't trust the person's skill set yet. Okay, that's exactly what the situation is. So that's exactly where we're coming from. So personal project are the things that set you aside. Portfolio, skills are the things that really set you apart within the job market. All right. And these are the same things that we've done for other people with Dane, Amdari, that have gone through Amdari. These are the things that we've done for them already. Andrew, business analyst, Nimat, data analyst, Solomon, data engineer, Busayo, data scientist, Stephanie, data analyst, Timmy, cybersecurity analyst, Olani, data analyst. So you see, these are Africans also looking at, building that experience, and we're able to give them the experience that they need in order for them to get a job. I will share some of these audios with you. Okay, some of them you probably listened to them before we started the session. But yeah, these are all the people like yourself. They were looking at building their experience, that they want to show people that these are the skills that I have. And I'm going to be sharing this with you as we go on, don't worry. Now, every time you're going to be applying for a job after today's session, so put this at the back of your mind. Every time you want to apply for a job, this is what we call the recruiter's mindset. The recruiter's mindset. And I want you to put your shoes, okay, let's say you want to hire a personal assistant, or you want to even hire whatever role you want to hire at this point in time. What are the things you would have at the back of your mind? Number one is, can this person I want to hire, can this person solve problems? There's a reason why you want to hire this person. Can this person come in and do the job? That's the first question. Second question is, do they have a growth mindset? Growth mindset in the sense that, you're here today, okay? We need to be in this place in the next 2 months, 3 months down the line. Can this person do that particular work to get to the future state, to get to that future in the next 3 months, 5 months, a year, whatever the case may say? Does that person have a growth mindset? Now, would they be easy to train? I don't expect you to be perfect. So many people want to eat perfection in order for them to get a job. Nobody can be perfect. Most people want to be great in programming. I want to be very good in designing, in Python. I want to be very good in SQL. I want to be very good in PowerPoint. I want to be very good in Excel in order for me to get a job. Oh, if I met one of the students. He currently works as as a data science consultant. Okay, in the UK. Now, before he got that job, after going through the internship and everything, the guy was telling me that if you mean I still can't code by myself. I still can't program by myself. So let's say, for example, a new data set is given to him. He knows what to do, all right? But he can't code. Like, he can't remember some codes, okay? So sometimes he's always Googling. He's always going on Google to search or using ChatGPT to find the code and all that. And I was like, nobody expects you. At the time, I was telling him that nobody expects you to be able to program by yourself, like to program over and over by yourself. Okay. So the TV mindset, the way when you're watching the TV or watching the movie, you find out that the programmers are the ones that are typing on the laptop without looking at the keyboard. Okay, you're typing on the keyboard without looking at it. They are the ones that are typing. So many things are open on the screen and so on. So most people have, also biased to that extent that I cannot program. I can't remember my code. So how do I get a job if I can't remember my code? I'll tell you what, the first data science job I did not know how to code 100%. I only had the foundational knowledge. I knew the foundational knowledge. I was good, with some other aspect of the role itself. And that's exactly what got me that job. Okay? So you see, at the end of the day, it's your skill that actually puts you first. Okay, your knowledge, the things that you know are the things that set you apart from every other person. So these are the 4 things. The last one is, can they demonstrate actual skills? Okay, and that's how you see for every technical role you're applying to today. Okay, we're talking about tech. Okay, for every tech role you're going to be applying to, you must do a practical. There's a practical aspect in every interview process. That's usually like the second or the third stage. Okay, where they'll give you a project for you to work on, okay? And you need to deliver on that project. They want to see how you think. They want to see how you're able to deliver. They want to see your thought process. Those are the things that they are looking for. So these are what we call the recruitment mindset. And can you solve the problem? So nobody's going to ask you this question verbatim the way you have it here. Okay, they would ask you a question based off scenario, tell me about a time you've done X, Y, Z. Now, when you're telling your story, these are the things that they are looking for. So tell me about a time you've dealt with a difficult stakeholder as a business analyst or as a project manager. Okay, how do you work with, how do you pass across, technical requirement to non-technical stakeholders? Now, they want to know exactly how you have done this in the past. Can you solve problems? It's a problem. That's a problem. How did you solve that problem? How do you portray your growth mindset when you're portraying the problem or when you're tackling that particular problem? How were you able to learn from that particular experience? And in the process, what skills did you demonstrate while you're talking about the experience? So those are the things that you really don't know that they're looking at. So they won't ask you this question verbatim, like, do you have a good mindset? Okay, no. They would rather ask you a question based off a scenario, and they're listening to see how you answer that question. Okay, do you have problem-solving skills? Nobody's going to ask you verbatim, do you have problem-solving skills? They would rather ask you, tell me about a time you were analyzing a data set and the data set was incorrect, okay, or was from the wrong date or the wrong time or was incomplete or something. That's a problem. Now, the thing is, they want to test your problem-solving skills. Do you have this experience before? Are you listening, guys? If you're enjoying the session so far, give me a thumbs up. If you're learning something from today's session, give me a thumbs up. Let me see. Give me a thumbs up if you're enjoying the session so far. Fantastic. So these are the recruitment mindsets. And these are the things that you probably don't know they are asking you during the recruitment phase that you probably need to put your mind to. All right. Now, I'm going to go straight to the point now. Okay, I'll be wrapping up in the next 15 minutes. How many things do you need to do to land a job quickly? This is one of the very interesting questions most people ask. How many things you need to do to land a job quickly? Now, it's only 3 things. There are only 3 things you need to do today. Only 3 things. Only 3 things. Number 1 is to learn. Learn what? Don't go and just learn anything. Learn an in-demand tech skill. In demand means that you're learning today, there is a demand for that role today. It means that if you finish learning, you can plug and play inside, straightforward. And one thing I want to show you guys, I want you guys to try to do today, okay? I want you guys to try to do today. For every career path that you're going to be going into, go to popular job boards. I'm going to go to Read. Most of the guys that are on the call are calling in from read.co.uk. All right, go to Read, okay, or go to any popular job board, LinkedIn or anyone, Indeed, and all that. Okay, so come here. Okay, I want you to go to all the platforms. Okay, so let me just look for the word. Let me look for data analyst. Okay, let me look at data analyst, for example. Okay, so if you're based in the UK, read.co.uk is literally .co.uk, so you know it's a UK job site. So you see this now, date posted. I'm going to click the job down. Okay, today only 2 jobs, weekend, Saturday, only 2 jobs were posted today. In the last 3 days, 161 jobs were posted. Last week alone, last week, Monday to Friday, we had 483 job roles that were posted. Last 2 weeks, we had 1,065 jobs that were posted last 2 weeks, in the last 2 weeks. 1,065. This is what we call in demand. People are consistently recruiting for the roles. You could do the same thing with the role of a business analyst or a project manager. I don't want to take too much time on this. That's why I'm saying that I'm showing you today. You could actually try your hands on this particular aspect, okay? And the good thing here is the jobs that you see here, okay, are not the ones that you would see on LinkedIn or on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on Indeed. They're usually different job sites, okay? So you can check out LinkedIn and you see that these roles are constantly in high demand. They are constantly in high demand. So data analytics, data science, business analyst, project management, data engineering, SOC analyst, GRC analyst, ethical hacker or penetration tester. These roles are constantly in high demand. Okay, so you're learning a skill that you can use to plug and get a job. Okay, so you're not learning it now just for the fun of it. You're learning it because there is a demand for it. Okay, there's a demand for it. Now the next thing is package yourself. Package yourself. You remember what we talked about when we were talking about the buyers, experienced buyers. We have experienced buyers. We have the what they call it. Let me just go back so that you can remember that we are all on the same page. Okay. We have the appearance buyers, we have the resume pedigree buyers, and we have the experience buyers. These are the ones that we can control. And that's exactly what I'm basing on those 3 things I'm talking about now, okay? So when you're looking at all these things, when you're looking at the 3 things that we talked about earlier, the appearance buyers, the resume buyers, and the experience buyers, when you look at all this, how do you bypass it? It's based on these 3 things. Number 1, learn an in-demand skill. Package yourself. Number 3, apply for jobs, okay, aggressively. And that's it. So once you learn, you package and you apply, there is that opportunity there for you to get a job. You're learning an in-demand skill, a skill that everybody is looking to hire for, okay? You package yourself. When you're talking about packaging yourself, you have a great CV, you have a great LinkedIn profile, you get mentors that can assist you with it. You get prepared for every interview that you're going for, because every interview is going to be different. Okay, some levels are going to be 3 levels, some are going to be 4, some of them are going to be 2, some of them are just going to be 1 level interview. How do you prepare for those kind of interviews? Okay, job reference. Like I said, if today you want to hire a photographer, you would likely want to see what the person has done before. If possible, let me will speak to some of the people that you're working on or you've worked with in the past on the job support. When you get a job, you also want to hit the ground running. You want to be able to perform certain things. You want to be able to reach out to people. Oh, I have this project I'm working on. I really don't know what to do next. How do you help? Okay, you need people there to provide you with those kind of help. So learn, package, and apply for jobs. Okay, and these are the things I did. Honestly, I learned the skill, I packaged myself, and I applied. And those are the same things that the people that have gone through Amdari have got done in order for them to get the jobs that they have today. So when we're talking about in-demand skills, the Future of Jobs report coming from the World Economic Forum is something that you need to read today. And you see, once you get access to the slides, okay, so once you click, so my partners, my colleagues are dropping the link in the chat. Okay, my colleagues are dropping the links in the chat, attendance form. So if you fill the attendance form, you would have access to these materials, and you can click on these links. You can get access to the full material itself. Okay, so the future of jobs reports, click on the link to download. So once you click on this link, it will take you to this page, and you can actually download the document. So this is it. So it's a very detailed document, 290 pages. 290 pages. Now, this is a full-fledged document talking about the future of jobs in 2025 and in the next 5 years, essentially. So you see here, we have jobs that are going to grow, and we have jobs that are going to decline. Jobs that are going to do what? Over here, we have jobs that are going to grow, okay? All right, and jobs here are jobs that are going to decline. So you want to take a look at these roles, some of these roles that are declining. So you see secondary school education teachers, you see compliance officers, you see financial and investment advisors, you would see relationship managers, special school teachers, construction laborers, sales representative, and wholesalers. So if you look at these roles that are going to decline, and you want to position yourself in where? In an in-demand skill. So let's take a look at some of the in-demand skills, okay, that you need to take into consideration today. Now, take a look at this. We have big data specialist. You see this, data engineering. Data engineering falls into data, big data specialist, data warehousing specialist, data engineer, as rightly said, and database and networking professional. Okay, these are all roles that you can apply to as a data engineer. Now, moving on to the next one, we have AI and machine learning specialist. We have data analyst and scientist. Okay, so these two roles falls into the domain of data analytics and data science. Okay, we also have cybersecurity. Now we have security management specialist, we have information security analyst, and we also have networking professional. So even though networking is likely into cybersecurity. Then we have HR analyst, we have organizational development specialist. That's basically an HR analyst. Okay. We also have the business analyst. Now, business analyst, we have digital transformation specialist, and we have process automation specialist. Now, these roles falls into the category of a business analyst. Does that not find you? These are roles that are going to grow and decline, and you can clearly see majority of these roles are within the tech space. So you want to plug and play, like I said earlier. Learn an in-demand skill and use that in getting your dream job. Now, that's not all. We have more, okay? We have, you see, a business intelligence analyst, we have sales and marketing professionals, we have supply chain and logistics specialists, and we have management and organization analysts. These all falls into the domain of data analytics and data science, all right? We have database architects. That falls into the domain of data engineers. We have project managers, okay? See that, clearly written out, project managers. We also have HR analysts, which is training and development specialists. Also, when you're looking at HR analytics, okay? So these are roles that are in demand, that they are consistently being recruited for. Like I said, learn, package, apply. Learn, package, apply. When I was introducing myself, I'm pretty sure some people will be like, oh, Efemena, how are you able to work as a data analyst, data scientist, data engineer, power platform developer, business systems analyst? I've worked across different career paths. That's exactly what I do. Learn the skill, package myself, apply for jobs. That's basically the three things that you need to do. Learn, package, apply. Always remember, LPA, learn, package, apply. Can anybody type learn, package, apply in the chat? Let me see. Learn, package, apply. Learn, package, apply. Learn the skill, package yourself, apply for jobs. Simple. Learn the skills, package yourself, apply for jobs. That's all. I think I need to. Let me see. All right. Learn, package, apply is as simple as that. Thank you, Angela. Thank you, Lua Fumilayo. I have a sweet package for all the people that are typing in the chat. I have a sweet package for you guys. All right, learn, package, apply. So when we're talking about packaging yourself, we're talking about employability skills, okay? And when you're looking at employability skills, it's very imperative. We have this very sweet formula, sweet formula. TEX plus E equals to your job offer, okay? TEX plus E equals to your job offer. So I'm an economist, so we do a lot of formulas, okay? TEX basically means your technical skills plus your experience. Technical skills plus your experience with those skills plus your employability skills gets you your job. So it's not about learning Python anymore. Oh, I'm good with Python. Oh, I'm good with Splunk. Oh, I'm good with Wireshark. Oh, I've done learning. Got my certificate in Google Analytics. Oh, I've got my certificate from Google Data Analyst. It's not about that anymore. It's experience. It's about employability. Now, guess what? Where would you get all these things? Andari. Andari will provide you with all the assistance, all the things that you need in order for you to get that job offer. Okay? So we're talking about employability skills, CV review and revamp. So you see a lot of people today. Oh, you know, I've never worked in the tech space before. How do I create my CV? That's exactly what we do for you. All right. So you don't need to bother. You don't need to even think about it. We will do that for you. Like literally, we would help you review your CV. We would help you revamp your CV. So you're not even disturbed, or you're not even thinking about that anymore. I'm going to share some sessions that we've had in the past with our current students, so you can see for yourself what we do for you. All right, helping you write your CV and turn that your inexperience into experience. Okay. Number two, LinkedIn profile. Guess what? Again, we are going to do that for you. LinkedIn optimization works like SEO. So you see, when you go on Google and you search for something, you're expecting Google to recommend the best one to you. All right, that's exactly what LinkedIn does also. So if I'm looking to hire a project manager and I go on and I search project manager, it will recommend the best the best profiles to me. Okay, it will recommend the best profiles to me today. Now, if you don't appear in those first page, you're likely lacking behind. You're not getting a lot of opportunity. And I usually say something today: the more eyeballs your profile is able to get, the more eyeballs your profile is able to get. Now, let me show you something. Let me show you I like to use my own personal experience. Okay, I like to use my personal experience. So, I told you I'm building two platforms, two or more platforms actually. So I'm going to go on LinkedIn. I'm going to show you something real quick. So I'm building a new platform. Okay, this platform is an analytics business. Okay, so it's a B2B side of where I get to work with businesses, help them upskill their staff, so on and so forth. Like I said, the more profile, the more eyeballs you are able to attract, the more eyeballs, the more people that can see your profile, the more opportunity you're going to get. Okay, that's what LinkedIn optimization does for you. So now in the last couple of weeks, I've been making posts online, making a post almost every day, every 2 days, depending. Whenever I feel like I have the time, I'll make a post, okay, about this stuff. Now, guess what? I did this for just about a week, going on 2 weeks now, okay? And then tell you exactly what's the strategy, like this consistent post about the things I'm building, what I'm working on and all that. I was able to get a minimum of 10 conversations. Okay, a minimum. If I open my inbox, you see the conversations I'm having with different businesses, not just in Nigeria, literally across the world. Some in Kenya, some in South Africa, one in Ghana, and so on. Okay, one in the UK. Now, what has this done for me? More eyeballs. The more eyeballs that gets to your profile, the more opportunity you're going to get. So when you go on LinkedIn and you see a friend of yours posting, and you're saying this is cringe. Okay, how is this person always posting a project they worked on, blah, blah, blah. The more profile, the more eyeballs their profile is able to attract, the more opportunities they're going to get. So today, LinkedIn optimization, LinkedIn is the number one place. Even for me as a contractor, as a business owner, that's the number one place for you to get new business leads. So if you're looking to get a job, get on LinkedIn and post almost frequently every day about the things you're working on, the things that you're doing, and I can tell you for free, you're going to do good. The next thing is navigating the job market. Now, what kind of jobs can you apply to? As a project manager, what kind of jobs can you apply to? As a business analyst, what kind of jobs can you apply to? So you see a lot of people having these other buyers. We call it the buyers also, in the sense that all your friends are doing business analysis training. So you don't want to do business analysis, okay? Because my friends are doing it. I'm not going to be doing it. I don't want to follow them to do it. So I'm going to do something different. I want to go and do crypto. I want to go do web development. I want to go do something different. But that's exactly where you are. Most people think because business analysis, I'm going to be working as a business analyst, but that's not the case. There are so many other jobs you could actually apply to. You could apply as a business systems analyst. You can apply as a process analyst, change management, and so many other roles that you could actually apply to. So the key question is, do you know how to navigate the job market? Okay. And that's those are the things, these are the things that we're going to do for you. You have nothing to think about, you have nothing to worry about. We are going to be we are going to be there for you to help you. The next thing is interview preparation. When you're going for an interview, how did you prepare for the interview? Tell me about yourself. Oh, can we meet you? Hello, hello Francis. Can we meet you? Hello Marie. Can we meet you? Hello Grace Wangi. Can we meet you? Hello Steve Damilare. Can we meet you? How do you introduce yourself when they ask you this question during an interview? Okay, I just concluded an interview for one of our business partners. Okay, it's an international role. We got people from literally across Africa applying for that role. Okay, and guess what? People don't know how to introduce themselves till date. Okay, you see people saying that, hello, my name is this, all right, I'm currently based in this country, and I have been doing this for the last 3 years. I come from a very large family. And the person just rambles. And this is not one, this is not two, this is most people don't know how to introduce themselves during an interview. So if you don't take anything away from today's session, let me tell you the way you introduce yourself the next time you go for an interview. This will be a major takeaway for you rather. So this acronym is what you use. S, E, A, T, seat. The seat approach to your self-introduction. Okay? Now, the first thing you need to talk about is your skill. That's the first thing you talk about, your skill. Okay? Number 2 is your experience. So, all right? Number 3 is your achievement. Okay? Number 4 is your type of person, type or trait. Okay? And this, see, I put it in 2 places. I put it in 2 phases anyways. And, tie it all together. Tie it to the role. Tie it to the role. Okay? Tie it to the role. Always tie it back to the role. Don't freestyle. Don't go for an interview and just expect that when they ask me this question, I'm just going to freestyle an answer. Oh, I'm going to talk about myself. I'm going to talk about my experience and so on and so forth. Now, if they're recruiting for a business analyst, okay, that's within a bank, okay, a business analyst within the bank, please, if you worked as a business analyst, but all your experience has been in healthcare, okay, you've been working as a business analyst in the healthcare, but these guys are recruiting for a business analyst within a bank. My guys, your healthcare experience it's not that relevant anymore, because you need to tie your introduction to the role, all right? To the role. So your skills, what skills are they looking for in that role? So if as a business analyst within the healthcare space, you used a particular application, okay? Maybe you used draw.io, okay, for your process mapping and all that. Now, this particular role, they use Visio. They literally on the job description that you saw online, they use Visio and Lucy Chat. They don't use draw.io, or draw.io is not indicated in the skills that they're looking for. My guys, you must mention that the skills that you have is Visio, Lucy Chat. That's what you use. And sometimes I get to use all applications like draw.io. Mention the skills that is tied to the role. The experience that you're looking for, if you have it in healthcare, you can give a brief about the thing you've done in healthcare, but always tie it back to the role that you're applying to, which is a business analyst role within the banking sector. Achievement. Your achievement should tie to that same role as a business analyst in a bank. What have you done before? Trait and type of person, tie it to the role. Okay? So you see, these are the things that you never know, that you just feel like it's a courtesy question. Tell me about yourself. And you ramble for like 5 minutes. I have done this in this. Tie it to the role. The other question, scenario-based question, okay? Tell me about time questions that they would like to ask you. How do you answer that one? We use the STAR technique. STAR, situation, task, action, and result. So there are ways that you need to learn how to answer this question. And I'm pretty sure you guys are going to be asking me, if you don't even have experience, how do I answer this question? That's exactly why Amdari is here for you, all right? So we'll talk more about that as we proceed. We're almost wrapping up. Mentorship sessions, we're going to provide you with mentors that would assist you during the internship. Next thing is job reference letter, which is literally the backbone of any application you put out today. Every application you're throwing out today must have reference. The same way you want to hire a photographer and you want to see the things that the person has done before. If possible, can I speak to this client? Were you correct? Were you on time and all that? Okay. There are so many things that you know that if you are looking to hire somebody today, you need those reference. If you want to hire a cleaner, you want a reference. If you want to hire a graphic designer, you need reference. You personally, all right? I want to see the things that you've done before. All right, that's what the things that you want to do. So does every other organization across the world. Okay, so if you don't have a place that can give you a reference letter to back up your application, that's exactly what Amdari is doing here for you. You don't have to worry about reference letter anymore. We would provide you with those reference letter. Okay, and last but not the least, on the job support. Imagine you getting a job and having that thing at the back of your mind that if I don't remember something, there are people that can assist me with it. There are people that would spend time with me to help me do this particular thing. And honestly, I don't think you can put a price on that. Honestly speaking, that's the thing that you need the most on the job support. As a beginner, you just finished learning cybersecurity, SOC analyst, and you got on a job and asking you to perform network, some vulnerability assessments, and you probably can't remember how to go about every step of the way. Is there somebody that can assist you? Is there somebody you can talk to say that, oh, these are the things they said I should do. How do I go about it? Oh, I have the logs. Oh, I need to connect to the system. How do I connect to the system? Oh, there is this kind of system. Who do you talk to? That's exactly why we're here, to provide you with on-the-job support. So in order for you to be complete in this job environment, these are the things that you need. You need a great CV. You need a great LinkedIn profile. You need to understand how to navigate the job market, interview preparation, mentors, reference letter, on-the-job support. These are the things that you need. It's no longer a want. It's are the things that you actually need in order for you to get a job. All right. The next thing is apply for jobs. There's so many sites that we're going to provide to you where you can apply for remote jobs, you can apply for sponsored jobs, you can apply for contract jobs, full-time roles, and so on and so forth. These are the things that we will do for you. All right. So here are some of the job roles you can apply to as a data analyst. You can work as a product analyst, business intelligence analyst, operations analyst, logistics analyst. So many roles are there that, what are you waiting for? But literally, that's the question I want to ask. What are you waiting for? Okay. Data science. You can apply for all the roles in data analytics? Yes, you can. You can also apply for other roles like forecasting analyst, big data analyst, demand planning, market research analyst. There are so many other roles within data science you can apply for. But most people will just think, I want to become a data scientist. But there are so many other roles you could actually do. Same thing with data engineering. So many other roles you could actually do. All right, you can work as a data engineer, BI developer, analytics engineer, ETL developer, Azure cloud engineer, GCP cloud engineer. There's so many roles you could apply to. Data engineering is another exciting career path to get into. Business analysis project manager, same thing. You could work as a business analyst. You could work as a business systems analyst, process analyst, systems analyst, requirement analyst, change management analyst. So many roles in business analysis you can apply to. Same thing with agile project manager. You can apply for project manager. You can apply for scrum master. You can apply for technical scrum master, lean agile coach, agile project manager. So many other roles you can apply to. Same thing with cybersecurity. So we have 3 career paths within cybersecurity. We have SOC, we have ethical hacking, and we have governance, risk, and compliance. So you see, SOC analyst, what can you apply to? What roles can you apply to? Cybersecurity analyst, SOC analyst, security compliance analyst, SIEM engineer, security engineer. So many roles. Same thing with ethical hacking. You can get a job as an ethical hacker, penetration tester, security analyst, red team operator, cybersecurity analyst, security consultant, and so on. GRC analyst, IT audit analyst, control analyst, cyber risk analyst, policy and compliance coordinator. There are so many roles. So don't limit yourself to just the regular titles that you see on a day-to-day basis. Don't limit yourself to those regular roles, okay? Now, Efemena, how does Amdari help us? How would Amdari help you get your dream job? How do we help you land your dream job? That job that you want to get, how do we get you get into it. Now, the key thing here is, and something I've resounded over time based on this bias, experience. You personally would put experience before any other thing when you're, if you want to hire somebody today, if you want to hire, you want a tailor, you want to see the person has done it before, who have the person delivered, how many years has the person been doing the tailor work. You want to know all this information, all right, before you give the person your clothes to sew, all right. Now, you see, this research was done sometimes for last year, jobs that were posted last year, and they were looking at entry-level jobs. They were not looking at experienced jobs, people that, for middle management and above. They were looking at entry-level jobs. And you see that majority of the jobs, you must have experience in order for you to get a job. So you see, at least 6 months experience, 23%, at least 1 year experience, 36%, at least 2 years experience, 20%, at least 3 years experience. In order for you to get an entry-level job, you need experience to get it. Entry level means that you just graduated from university, the way you have graduate training in Nigeria or in any part of the world. You can see majority of these organizations need internship. Okay. Now, one of the people that going through the internship at the moment, that we have going through the internship at the moment, is based in the US, and the person is looking to get in. Part of the program is for them to get placement, so they would have to go and look for placement themselves. Okay, and he applied for some of the FANG companies, so Facebook, Amazon, Netflix, Google, and some of the other top tech firms. So was applying to this, and I can tell you categorically, most of them require to have a minimum of 1 year experience. In order for you to do a 3 months internship, you must have some prior experience. They will assess you based off your experience. And you're looking for a 3-6 month internship with an actual organization. Now, I'll tell you what, majority of the roles, majority of job seekers say that they lacked years of experience. That's the reason why they got a rejection email. Lack of required technical skills, lack of required soft skills. So skills, experience are the major reasons why a lot of people are getting rejected within the job market. So now, how do we help you to solve this? Okay, just like Amina and Moses. Let's take a look at Amina and Moses. So Amina just recently relocated for a master's in the UK and needs a job as a data analyst. She has been receiving loads of rejection emails because she lacks relevant industry experience. Same thing with Moses. Moses wanted to become a cybersecurity analyst, but he was coming from a customer representative background. That's what he has been doing all his life for the last 5 years. All right. He has paid for several boot camps, certificates, online courses, and has access to lots of resources. But guess what? Still can't get a job because lack of practical experience, lack of hands-on practical experience. But that's exactly what Andari does for you. So we'll rebrand you, career review and revamp. Okay. We're also going to give you this experience based off real life projects. And we're also going to provide you with employability skills, CV review, LinkedIn optimization, how to navigate the job market, mentorship, and so on and so forth. We'll talk about that. All right. How does the internship work? And this is exactly what I want you to understand. This is how the internship program works. So let's start from the beginning. So what we do, essentially, what we have done with Amdara is we have partnership with different startups, businesses across the world, okay? So now we have these partners and we tell them, give us your business problem. What are the challenges that you're going through at the moment? Give it to us. We have people that want to work on this project. We have people that are eager to use this project as their real life experience. So we have this partnership with different businesses across the world. And what do? When they give us the problem, okay, we assign it to you, okay? So you are going to belong to either the group, is either you're going to be in a group or you're going to be working on the project as an individual. Is it either you're working on it as an individual or as a group, okay? Now, once this is given to you, you will be the one to work on this project and provide solutions to the project. Now, we all know you're beginners. You've never done this before. So what do? We also assign you to a mentor. A mentor is going to be working alongside with you on this project. On this project you're going to be working on, you will get assigned a mentor. So if you start a project and you don't know what to do next, or you don't even know how to start the project, how do you start? How do I kickstart? What are the right questions to ask? Your mentor is there to provide solutions to these your questions, okay? So it's exciting. You're going to be working on a real life project, problem, okay, from a real life business, and you're going to be using this experience in building your own personal experience. And you're going to be assigned a mentor to assist you with all this. Now, when you work on this project, you will deliver. There's an output at the end of the day. Anyways, the mentor is going to be guiding you through this. Now, once you go through this, okay, at the end, you have a team presentation, you have an evaluation, and your recommendation. That recommendation is giving back to the business. So it's like a consulting company. All right. So you see the likes of the big fours, KPMG, Deloitte, EY, and so on and so forth. Okay. Now, you have this particular organization, all right? If you're working as a consultant with the Big Four, this is basically what happens. So the consulting company gets a contract from a business. You are assigned to that business for you to work on the business, provide recommendations to the business. Oh, our customers are not getting customers from abroad anymore. Oh, we are seeing dwindling sales. Oh, we have a platform that is not converting people. Oh, we have a cybersecurity threat. Oh, we have this. Oh, we have that. Okay, so you're assigned to that company. You're asked to provide recommendations, solutions to the business problem, and that's exactly what you're going to be doing. So you're going to be providing recommendations and solutions to the company, and that's what we're going to be referring to, to the business. So now this project experience, you can add it to your CV. You can say that you currently work as an analyst or a cybersecurity analyst or a project manager, whatever the case may be, with Andari. Okay, you can put it on your CV. You can put it on your LinkedIn profile. You can add this. You get a work reference at the end of the day. You can use these experiences during the work when you go for an interview. So when they ask you questions like, tell me about a time you delivered on a project, exceptionally on the project, what happened, you can talk about that project. Oh, I remember working with a client based in Kenya. Well, I remember working with a client based in the UK. I remember working with a client based in the US. And I'll show you some of the projects so you can see for yourself how you get done. So Amdari is that one-stop shop platform, okay? One-stop shop platform that provides you everything you're looking for. Learn, package, apply. Learn, package, apply. So when you're talking about learn, okay, while you're working on your internship, you also have access to courses. You have access to courses. I'm going to show you that in a few seconds. All right, and you see it for yourself. Okay, so if you go to them, obviously you don't have access to it. So I'm just going to show you real quick. So if you go to the Amdari website, this is Amdari. Okay, create your account. Okay, you won't have access to it. It's only for paid users, anyways. But I'm just going to show you regardless. So once you go to learn, while you're going through your internship, either data science to data analytics, data engineering, cybersecurity, business analysis, project management, financial analytics, HR analytics, either you're going for any of this career path, we have courses there for you. So you see introduction to data engineering, Python and SQL, Git and GitHub, and you see data modeling. These are data engineering courses that you can take on in the courses, while you're going through the internship. What about cybersecurity? The same thing. You can go through quite a number of courses in here: introduction to cybersecurity, network security and incident detection, SOC analyst, endpoint and web and application security, offensive and defensive, cyber threat and attack vectors, cryptography. These are courses that you can actually take while you are going on the internship. Same thing with data analytics. All right, introduction to data analytics, Microsoft Excel, Power BI, Fabrics, Microsoft Fabric, SQL, Tableau. These are courses that you can actually take on. All right, with full courses. You see Tableau basics, you see Tableau for data analytics, you see all the programs you cover, the roles you can take on, and so on and so forth. So you see, these are very exciting things that you can actually learn, okay, while you're going through the internship. So you see, you can learn while you're gaining your experience. It would help you with packaging, CV review, LinkedIn optimization, mentorship and career coaching, interview preparation, on-the-job support, and job reference. Also for apply, we have our own job board. So if you come to the Amdari website, you see the job board also. We have our job board that combines roles from literally across the world. Remote jobs from literally across the world. So you see this is L3RS Technology. This is a program finance analyst. Now this was posted 14 hours ago, and you can see this was in Montreal, that's in Quebec, in Canada. This is a business systems analyst role with TD Bank, TD Securities, okay, also based in Toronto, okay, Ontario. So you see, these are roles that you can apply to. This is a Power BI developer role with the NHS. These are all roles that you can actually apply to on the job. So what we have done is we have built our own job sites where we're getting remote jobs from literally LinkedIn, Simply Hired, Glassdoor, GitHub, and so many, and so on and so forth. So there are so many roles across these platforms that rather than you going to all these platforms to look for remote jobs, we have everything consolidated in one place. So all you need to do is just have access, okay, to this, and you can apply for as many jobs as you can in a day, in 2 days, in a week, and so on and so forth. So you see, these are the things that you get access to. One-stop shop platform, learn, package, apply, okay? So while you're doing your internship, you can learn, okay? While you're doing your learning and doing your internship, we'll package you. When you're packaged, when you're well packaged, you can start to apply for jobs. And that's exactly why we're doing what we're doing today. So you see, join our next cohort starting on the 10th of May next month. Limited slots are available. Join our cohort next month on the 10th of May, 7th of June, okay? And you can get started. So before I show you what it takes, let me just show you some of the projects that you get to work on so you see for yourself, what you get to gain from the program itself. Now, if I come here and I go to the Google Classroom, I'm going to show you that real quick. Go to the Google Classroom. I'm going to show you some of the projects that you would get to work on. So I'm going to go to GRC, work experience. The guy, if you're interested in GRC, for example, I'm going to go to classwork, and you would see this is the first project, Brooksted Interiors, okay, internal cybersecurity. So I'm going to go to the document overview, and I'm going to click on the PDF document, and you'll see it here. Now, this is the project, Internal Cybersecurity Risk Assessment at Brooksted Interior. So now the thing here is the name of the companies are usually, we would always manipulate the names of the company. The reason why we do that is just to ensure that reputational risk for the organization and compliance, and also data privacy, okay? They're giving us this business problem for you to work on, okay? Some of them are very, very interesting. So I mean, if a company says that they were hacked, for example, and sensitive information was stolen, I'm going to show you one of the case studies like that. You would likely, if you have some business with that kind of company, you would likely want to reduce what kind of business with that. So we don't like to put the names, we don't put the names of companies that we work with, only in certain situations that we do that, when it's not something bad reputation, okay? And I'll show you some of them, okay, that we have their names of the companies in there. So you see internal cybersecurity risk assessment at Brooksted Materials. This is the governance risk and risk management and compliance case study. The business focus here is risk assessment. The tools you're going to be working with, Word document, Excel sheet, and PowerPoint. So what are you going to be working about the business? We have the business problem. So now let's take a look at the business problem. Brooksted Institute has never conducted a formal internal cybersecurity risk assessment. Now, that's exactly why you're working with Amdari. So you're going to help them to do this. So what are you looking at? Weak access controls, shadow IT risk, insider threats, lack of security awareness, regulatory and compliance risk. So if left unaddressed, these issues increase the risk of data breach, financial fraud, and regulatory penalties. So what are they looking at? Project scope, identify security risk, assess the likelihood and impact of identified risk, propose mitigation strategies, and deliver findings in a structured risk assessment report. So like you're working with an organization. So this report, this presentation is going to be given back to the organization. We will give it back to the organization. All right. So you see, let's take a look at some of their submission. Okay. So you see, some of them would have submitted, and okay, they just started. These are the guys in the April cohort that just started. Okay. So they're still working on this particular project. But essentially, these are the kind of projects you would be working on. You also are assigned a project tracker. So in this project tracker, you can see what people are doing on a day-to-day. Everybody is assigned a task for each day. Day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, all the way to the end of the project itself. And everybody is fully on track on what they are doing. All right. And your mentors are also on track of what you're doing. So nobody's going to be left behind, essentially. Let me take a look at some other career path. Let's take a look at data analytics, guys in data analytics. Or let me just look at the guys in April also. So you see exactly what the people that started this month, what they are working on. So you see project 1, product analytics and engagement. So we have resources. We have the resources in here. We also have the recording of the session that happened, and this is the project itself. Okay. So let's take a look at the project. This is for Novo Trust Bank, Venbridge app. So product analytics, implementing a performance monitoring dashboard to monitor user adoption and engagement on Venbridge app. So what is Venbridge? Who are they? Venbridge is a brainchild of Nexalink, a renowned tech giant. It's a digital platform for effortlessly connecting buyers and sellers in today's dynamic marketplace. This is an actual business. You'll be working on this project to gain that experience on. If you're looking at going into product analytics, this is a wonderful project for you. All right. So data analytics, the business problem is there. Nexalink introduced Venbridge to the market just 3 months ago, following an extensive series of pre-launch and post-launch marketing campaigns. With a significant investment in promotional efforts, the product team wants to monitor the performance of Venbridge since its inception. The team is keen on understanding the extent to which Venbridge has been embraced by the market, and also constantly monitoring the app performance. So this is where you talk about product analytics, okay? The project objective, the data you're going to be working on. So take a look at the data description. The date, the total app installed, the user signups, the daily active users, the number of transactions, uninstalls, number of app crashes, average time spent per user, the region of the user, and the device they use. So what are you going to be using for this project? I'm going to be using Google Sheets and Tableau. So Google Sheets for real-time, data capture, and also Tableau for your analytics. Don't you guys find this interesting? This is a real-life project you're going to be working on, and you're going to be delivering on the project. And that's the same thing for every other project you're going to be working on. The same thing with ethical hacking. For example, you have your project here. I'm just going to show you that briefly. Okay. So you see the network penetration test academy PDF, blah, blah, blah. You see the meeting, you see the report template, and you see your stand-up meeting in there, all right? So all these are there for you to get started, okay? All these are there for you to work on to get you into the project itself. So you see penetration tester for academy, network penetration testing, this is about the business, Academy platform is an online school designed to provide students with interactive and engaging learning experience. The business problem is with an increasing number of cyber threats targeting online education platforms, ensuring the security of the Academy platform network is crucial. Potential risks include unauthorized access, weak authentication, exposed services, data breach, and what are you going to be doing? As an ethical hacker, you are going to be taking the role of an hacker, okay? So you're going to be hacking the system to see vulnerabilities that exist, and you'll be creating a system of ensuring that everything is on point, okay, at the end of the day. So you see, these are some of the projects you get to work on. If we have more time, I'll show you more, but these are some of the projects that you will get to work on. So join our next cohort starting on the 10th of May or the 7th of June, okay, and we can work with you. We're currently running a discount for the first 20 people to register. First 20 people, we're not taking a lot of people because majority of our services are personalized, okay? We're taking just a limited number of people. So just for the first 20 people, we're running a discount for you, all right? So if you're interested in data analytics, data science, data engineering, business analysis, project management, we have the 3-month internship and we have the 6-month internship. Now, for the 3-month internship, we're on a discount of £110. So rather than paying £500, you are going to be paying £390. Now, for 6 months, instead of you paying £900, there is a £150 discount. You'll be paying £750. Now, if you're interested in SOC analyst, threat intelligence, ethical hacker, and penetration testing, then GRC. Instead of you paying £500, we have a £110 discount, and you'll be paying £390. Now, guess what? Nobody says you should pay £390 today or pay £750 today. We have multiple payments installments, okay? Payment installment that you can take advantage of. So if you click on the link here. My colleagues are also dropping that in the chat, so you can click the link from there also. It takes you to this page, all right? This is the page where you get to see all the information that you're looking for in terms of payment. So you see RAVE, Internship Enrollment Center, all right? and you would see chat with Amdari, payment registration form. Now, if you scroll down further, you would see the data analytics 3 month internship, data analytics 6 month internship. You would see the data science 3 months, 6 months, 3 months, 6 months, 3 months, 6 months, so on and so forth. Okay. Agile project management, 3 months and 6 months. Scroll down, you'll see all the courses are there. So whichever one that you're interested in, secure your internship. Secure your internship now. Secure it now. So if it's a 6 month internship, if it's a 6 month internship, you would see one-time payment. You could pay £750, secure your position, and you're good to go. Or you could pay into 2 installments of £375, or you could pay in 3 monthly installments, or you could pay in 4 monthly installments, or you can pay in 5 monthly installments. So you're paying £150 every month. You're paying £150 every month for the next 5 months. Okay, and you'll be working on projects, delivering on projects, gaining that experience that you can use and getting your first six-figure job within the tech space. Now, if it's 3 months internship, £390, what we said, you could do a one-time payment, a two-time payment, or a 3 monthly installment where you're paying £130 per month. All right, so £130, and you can see you're paying 130 today, you're paying 130 next month, and you're paying 130 on the third month. So you have 3 equal monthly installments. So rather than you paying $390 at a go, you can actually split it into 3 monthly installments. But remember, the discount is only available for the first 20 people. The discount is only available for the first 20 people. So when you click on 3 months installment, click on secure internship, click on proceed, and put in your money. Pay what you need to pay. Your full name, your address, your email address, your phone number, optional. Then you click on pay for product. Pay for the product. So that's essentially the case itself. So once you've done that, all you need to do, like I mentioned earlier, all you need to do is click on the link. It takes you to the page. All right. Select the internship you're interested in. Okay. Select the monthly installments you're interested in. So if you say 3 months, secure internship, 3 monthly installment, click on proceed, put your name, email, phone number, and click on pay for products. So once you've made your payment, you'll be directed to the payment registration form. You see this payment registration form. So once you've made your payment, click on payment registration form. We will send you an email for this link, and you are also going to be redirected once you've completed your payments. But if none of that, you can always come back here to fill the form. Click on the payment registration form, and you see this. So I'm going to walk you through this and the benefit of doing this, okay? So fill the form, your first name, your last name, your registration email, your country of residence, you see it here. What about if you want to put the country you currently live in, your current status, your phone number, click on next. Okay, now click on what the career path you are interested in. So if you're interested in data analytics, you're interested in SOC, put it in there. Okay, upload the payment. So take a screenshot of the payment that you made. You'll get an email receipt anyways, but you can take a screenshot of that and you can upload it. The name of the account. So if you pay with your own account, put your name there. If a friend of yours made a payment for you, put the friend's name there. So what name is it coming from, so we can easily track and confirm your payment. The terms and condition, okay? And select the internship plan that you're interested in. Now, if you click on 3 months installments, okay, and you click on next, okay, it will tell you when do you want to start. It will ask you when do you intend to start. So do you want to start on the 10th of May? Or do you want to start on the 7th of June? So if you're not really looking at starting on the 10th of May, you want to start on the 10th of June, that's fine. But now, if you want a 6-month internship, I'm pretty sure you guys are asking, what's the difference between the 3 months and the 6 months? Now, if you click on 6 months internship and you click on next, okay, it's going to take you to this. Do you want to split your 6 months internship into 3 month internship? Now it means that, do you want to do 3 months? So you could do 3 months of data analytics for the first internship and another 3 months for data engineering. Okay, so if you want to do your first 3 months as a data analyst and you want to do the next 3 months as data sciences, you can actually do that. Okay. Or you want to do 3 months of business analysis, another 3 months of project management, you can have that split for the 6 month internship. That's the benefit that you get. So you see a lot of people that are looking to get into a particular career path. You can do a 6 month internship and split it between data analytics and business analysis. Okay, you can do that with the 6 months internship. So once you click on next, you're not paying that, you're not no additional cost, nothing. All right, you're just splitting your 6 months into three equal internship, 3 months of data analytics, 3 months of business analysis. So select where you want to start. I want to start on the 10th of May. Family and friends, I heard from Amdara, from a friend of a family friend, what influenced your decision to subscribe to Amdara? Just type in their experience or facilitation or the person that you listen to, whatever the case might be. Just put your answer there and click on submit. So once you've made your payment, click on the payment registration form and pay for your position now. All right. So, and these are the things that we've gone through. These people, Andrew working as a business analyst, Nemat working as a data analyst, Solomon working as a data engineer, Timmy working as a data cybersecurity analyst, Onali working as a data analyst, Busaya working as a data scientist, so on and so forth. So these are the people that you would also want to become, in the next few months after starting the internship. So who is looking at getting started? Okay. Let me take some questions, and I think we'll call it a day from there. So 1 hour 30 minutes. I think I tried 1 hour 36 minutes actually now. So I think that's not bad for the time period. What's the difference between 3 months and 6 months aside from the cost? So I think I've explained that. You get to work on more projects. If you're doing a 6 months period for one particular course, it's not compulsory for you to select two for 6 months. It's not compulsory. I need to say that. So for 6 months, if you want to do both data analytics, that's absolutely fine. So if you want to do data analytics, you don't want to do anything apart from data analytics, select data analytics in the team, and you have 6 months of data analytics. If you have data science and you want to do data science for the next 6 months, working on LLMs, AI, generative AIs, and all that, then 100% you can do that. Would there be any thought session during the internship? What are the schedules for those sessions? It's not a training program. It's not a training program. It's an internship work experience program. So you are not going to be getting any session where we're going to be training you, okay? Where we're going to be training you on a particular skill set. So take, for example, you're going to be given different case studies. So let's take a look at the data engineering case study, for example. Now, for this particular case study, you're going to be working on a particular technology. Some of these technologies you probably have not used before. So for this particular case study, you're going to be working with data extraction using Python, PostgreSQL, and you're going to be doing some form of analytics using Power BI. All right. So if you've never used Power BI before, we are not going to be having a course to teach you how to use Power BI. Okay. It's an internship. It's just like you getting a job today. When I get a job, who is going to be giving you a course to go and learn how to use a particular skill set? No, nobody's going to send you on a course. You would have to research, work on this project, and deliver on the project at the end of the day. You've never used Windows Task Scheduler before. How do you get it done? You need to do a research in order for you to get it done. So nobody's going to be teaching you, okay, in the conventional way. Okay, the conventional way of where you have a live class and you have a facilitator that is going to be training you. Nobody's going to be doing that, okay? What we're going to be doing for you is providing you with resources. So you see here, you get a lot of resources on how you can actually get to work with these things itself. So you see, you go on YouTube, we provide you with courses, and we have on our platform also, we have our courses that you can watch to simply implement some of these things you're going to be working on. So learning is going to be personal. Okay, we're going to provide you with resources and all that, but at the end of the day, you will be the one to go learn and implement this. So the projects here are going to be projects that you can use to implement new solutions. So it's not going to be a training program. It's not going to be, oh, we have a facilitator, we have a session for 6 p.m., join the call, and I'm going to be teaching you how to use Python. Nobody's going to be doing that. So if you're going for a career path, you must have the required skill sets in order for you to start the career path. So if you're going for data science, background knowledge in Python, even though you don't know so much statistics, that's fine. If you're going for data analytics, background knowledge is usually advisable for you before you get started in it. All right. So that's exactly what we'll be looking out for. I hope that answers your question, Benga. I noticed you didn't say anything about HR analytics. So currently we don't have a slot for HR analytics. Okay. Currently we only have slots for the career path I showed earlier. So data analytics, data science, data engineering. So for data analytics, for example, you would work on projects in HR analytics, but that's not the only type of project you get to work on. You work on projects in data science, data engineering, business analysis, project management, SOC, ethical hacking, GRCs. So these are the career paths that we offer. 8 career paths at the moment. All right. What skill set do you expect for people that are subscribing to this? So if you have a base introductory background knowledge and are willing to learn more, then the program is right for you. All right, background knowledge in any career path that you're going into. If you've taken courses on Udemy, Coursera, that's fine. That's 100% fine. That's okay. So we have our courses on the platform that would also provide you with additional resources in order for you to do the internship. But at the end of the day, you need to still be willing to learn as much as you can in order for you to deliver on the project. Every project is going to be a different project. So we can't say that you need to know all the skill sets because every project is going to be different. So if you take a look at some of the projects that you have on the platform, I'm just going to go to, let's say data analytics. Let me just use another data analytics project. Okay, project 2, I'm going to be looking at this. This is order fulfillment. And you see for this particular project, I'm just going to go straight to the technologies. And this is the reason why I say that we can't provide so many training for you because every project is going to be a different one. So for this project now, you're going to be using Excel and you're going to be using what we call Office script. So many people have been asking about automation. How do I automate my task in Excel? Office script is the new VBA. VBA has not been updated in over a decade now. Okay, so Office script is what you use in automating your reports in Excel. So now we don't need to have a training for this for you to be able to use Office script. There are resources online that you could actually use to quickly learn and implement a solution. That's exactly what you're going to be doing here. All right. So some other places you get to use Power Automate, you get to use different applications. So you don't need to go to a course to go learn it again. All right, if you get what I mean. Same thing with cybersecurity. So if you take a look at some of the cybersecurity courses that we have, SOC analyst, for example, this will provide you with, what the project itself. So this particular project, you're going to be working with phishing tool, virus total, cyberchef, any.run, SIEM, where you're going to be using Splunk for this project, MISP, PowerShell, JSON log analysis, and so on. Okay, so you can't learn all these things in a class. Even if you go for a course, you probably not get to learn all these things at the same time. But that's exactly what the project does for you. It opens you up to different tools, different real life implementation of how to implement this solution for the business itself. So having a background knowledge is all that is important. Take courses on Udemy, take courses on Coursera. If you want to pay for a bootcamp, that's fine. If you're currently in a bootcamp, that's fine. So really, we'll still provide you with some resources that you can actually use in developing or delivering on the project itself. Okay. All right. How does this work? Let me see. How does it work? Will I just be assigned a work, or will there be orientation session for those that would just come aboard? Yes. For every project, you get an onboarding call. You have an onboarding session for every project you're going to be onboarded. You will see here. Now, looking at this is SOC, for example. You have your stand-up meeting. Now, this is a meeting they had this week. They had a meeting this week, and you see if I just fast forward a little bit. This is their stand-up session. So people are working on the project and they have questions. Okay, how do I do this? I've been trying to work on this. I've not been able to get it done. There's a walkthrough. So currently what they're using at the moment is Kali Linux, and they're using it to solve the project itself, starting to work on the project. And these are the exciting things that you get to implement. Okay, I hope that answers your question. So for every case study, for every project you're going to be working on, there will be an orientation. Okay. And you assign the mentor. Okay, so looking at this now, for example, you have different students in there. Okay, remember, like I said, we only have limited slots available. Currently, in this particular one for the April guys, we have 35. So 35 people out of these 35 people, only 20 people got access to the discount. Only 20 people got access to the discount. The other 15 people had to pay the full amount. Okay, that is either 3 months is 390. 500. So if you're going to be going for it, it's either you're going to be paying the full amount or you're going to pay in the discount. So the first 20 people get access to the discount, which is £390 for 3 months. Instead of 500. So you see the remaining 50 people paid the full amount to get access to the internship. So if you want to be part of the first 20 people, I would say take advantage of the discount. It's only available for the first 20 people. All right. So looking at SOC, we have 35 people, meaning 50 people have to pay the full amount to get access to it. So you see, you have quite a number of mentors here. You have the cybersecurity mentor, you have Christopher, you have Efemena, you have Momi, you have Brian that are going to be working with you in the internship. Same thing with ethical hacking, so on and so forth. So I hope that answers your question. What about the health data analyst project? So we don't specify on one career path, okay? We have career path across different subject areas. So health is definitely one of the projects you've been working on, or a couple of projects you've been working on will be health related, but definitely not every project will be health related. Do I need to secure my sports now if I intend to start in June as a data analyst? Yes, you can secure your sports. You're taking advantage of the discount. So yes, you can secure your sports now. All right. So if you're securing your sport now, you're part of the first 20 people. You've got access to it. Yeah, I think that's all. Can you quickly run through what the cost covers again, please? CV reference. So everything is infused together. You're not paying for the employability aspect is really for free. It's free. We consider that as free. CV review, LinkedIn optimization, employability is free. You're not paying for it. What you're actually paying for is the internship experience. Okay. So the discount for 3 months is £110 for the first 20 people. So rather than paying £500, you can pay £390. Rather than paying £750, rather than paying £900 for 6 months, you could actually pay £750 and you'll be getting a £150 discount. And this is only available for the first 20 people. Same thing with every other career path that we have there. So I hope this answers your question, okay? If you have any question, you can raise up your hand. I would like to take some questions. So let me see if I can tell people that are raising up their hand. Noble Daniels. Do you want to unmute yourself and ask your question? Noble Daniel. Joshua, do you want to ask? Fumilayo, do you want to ask your question?
Yeah, I want to. Good evening. And I must say, very big well done to you. Honestly, very eloquent, very straight to the point. Your lessons, despite the long time you spent, it's never boring. Well done. Now, let me start with, first of all, there's no account on this form I am filling. I just got to the stage where you said, kindly upload your payment receipt. There's no account there. So how do I upload a payment receipt? Or is it written on the screen or something? I haven't seen it there. Maybe I'm the one not clicking the right thing. Yeah.
Kindly state the name of the account, correct?
No, before that, where you have kindly upload your payment receipt and there's no account statements.
No. It's an image. So you'll see add file. So you take a screenshot of either the email you got from Mainstack, take a screenshot of the email or your banking app, whatever.
Okay, but there's no account to send the money to. That's the point I'm making.
Oh, okay. So
upload the payment receipt. How do I pay when I don't even have the account number to pay to?
Okay, I get you.
You get the points now.
Yeah, I do for me. What program are you interested in?
Data analytics. Sorry, data analyst projects, something, internship.
I'm gonna drop the link in the chat now. Okay, I'm gonna drop a link in the chat. Anyways, you still get an email if you fill the attendance form, so you can also.
Okay, so does that mean I can skip that side, or I can just put a question on a paper, take a photo of it, and put it in?
You would have to pay first. So if you're interested in data analytics, once you click on the link I dropped in the chat, it will take you to this page. So you'll see the Rave Internship Enrollment Center.
Yeah.
Scroll down, you will see data analytics 3 months or 6 months. Okay. So once you click on
Yes.
either of the two of them, you click secure internship. You secure
Yes.
internship. Okay. You select the monthly payment you're interested in. So if you want, let's say 5 months monthly installments, okay, you click on 5 months, you click on secure internship, and you see a breakdown of what you'll be paying for the next 5 months, £150 every month. You click on proceed, okay? You put in your name, your email address, your phone number, and you click on pay for product. You click on pay for product. So once you
Um,
click on pay for product, that's how you get it. So it would ask you for your account details, so on and so forth, okay?
okay, I think I just got where the point at which I missed the process. So no problem about that. Now I asked a question, you've answered it, but I just want to iterate something. That if I do not want to start now, probably I want to join the June cohorts, probably
Yes.
from June to July.
Mm-hmm.
The internship lasts for 3 months. What if I do not get a job within that 3 months and I want to continue still, because I still want to act as if I am still in the system doing the job in line with that? Do I have to subscribe for another 3 months? And
So you once you pay, you don't need to resubscribe. You might not get access to new projects, but you still get access to employability services. So
oh, okay,
interview preparation, on the job support, everything employability. You have issues with your CV, you're still not concerned about, you're concerned about something, LinkedIn, you still need assistance in one way or the other. We will still provide you with that support. And the good thing is that you can always use it as a work reference. So you don't need to, because of it's 3 months, you can still have it on your CV that you're with us until you get a job. So you get
okay.
that reference for the period also. So you have
Thank
nothing
you
to do.
very much. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you very much. Thank you. Well done
Are you
once
being
again.
okay? For me.
No, I think I'm done. It's okay. Thank you.
Okay, okay. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Okay. And looking forward to having you on board. So you can pay for June and you can actually specify where you want to join the internship. So if you're interested in starting in June, when you're feeling after you finish, you're making your payment, you move to the next slide, you move to the next one. After filling out the form, you would see click on next one again. You would see when do you intend to start the internship. You could actually start in June and you can secure a space for June. All right. So any other question? I can't say any other question. So I would say, take your time. But remember that the discount is only for the first 20 people. If you're looking at getting started, you would need to secure your discount now. Okay. The discount is only available for the first 20 people. I showed you that of SOC, where we have 35 people stuck in class, and so many other career paths are like that. So if I take a look at data science, you would see 29 people, 9 people actually paid the full amount instead of the discounted amount. Data analytics, the same thing. If I go to people, you have 84 people, only 20 people, 20 plus people got access to this for the discount. The remaining have to pay the full amount. So you see, you need to get access to, you need to, if you're looking to secure your spot now. Okay, and not when it is the discounts are gone and you have to pay the full amount. You need to take access to the discounts available. All right, so that's it for now for today. Remember, in any way you want to get into the tech space, one thing that
I'm
sets you
sorry for
apart.
cutting in.
Yeah,
One more question, please.
yeah,
I know
go.
you're going to create time to do a kind of orientation on board the new applicants. Do you mind telling me the time you usually do that in case it's going to clash with my job? If I'm able to, I don't want to put into this and just waste money not being able to attend the
Okay.
orientation time and all of that, please.
Yeah, so no, it's fine. It's a good question. It's a good question. So for orientation, for the project orientation, the first day, they usually have their sessions in on Saturday. So the first orientation you're going to be having, the onboarding usually will be on Saturday. So you see these guys did theirs on the 14th of April. Sorry, this was onboarding on the 7th of April. This was edited on the 8th. Welcome address was on the 8th. So this was not these are posted, a day or 2 days before the session itself. Okay. So usually the first onboarding will be on the weekend. Okay. Usually it's going to be in the morning, early afternoon. That's when they will do the session. Then for subsequent sessions, so for when you start the project, the project's onboarding would likely be in the evening, anytime six between 6 p.m., 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. That's when they usually do. So when everybody's back from work, that's when they usually have the session in the evening. All right. But guess what? You still have access to the WhatsApp group, the community channels, and all that. You could always ask questions in the group. You have the group, you have stand-up meetings during the week that you would also get access to, that you could use to interact with the mentors and your coach and so on and so forth. So those are the things that you get access to. All right. All right, so if you're looking at getting started, I would say start now. Okay, to actually get access to the internship, the platform, and let me show you something real quick. There's something I didn't get to show you. We talked about portfolio. I don't think I showed you the portfolio. So let me show you my own portfolio. Once you get access to the platform, you get access to your dedicated web portfolio. You get access to your own dedicated web portfolio. So this is my co-founders. I'm Dare. These are the projects. This is Efemena. Let's work together. Contact me, so on and so forth. So you see, click here. I can share this particular link. Copy this link. Okay, I can copy this link, and I'm going to go to a different browser, so you see what the recruiter would see. So if the recruiter clicks on the link, and it takes you to this page. Now, this is the page they get to see. So you see, this is your own portfolio website that has everything that you've worked on. Okay, so from projects, take a look at this project. I want to see what I've done on this project. You see, sales excellence and style, crafting a cutting-edge performance dashboard with style script fashion mode. So you see all this basically are the things that you get to work on. Okay, this is your own project. So you can see the project info, the project tools that you get to work with, the download files, portfolio sites. You get to see all the information about myself. I am Efemena April, co-founder, and all that. Available for hire, discover, dive into projects. So this, once you get access to the platform, you also get access to your dedicated web portal, your own dedicated channel for projects. All right, so this is what we're going to be doing the cutting today. And one thing I'll tell you today is get access to the platform, get access to us, and let's help you build your work experience that you can use in landing your dream tech job. So now that's all I have to say today. If you've had a wonderful time so far, I would say, can I get a yeah? If you had a wonderful time, put a yeah in the chat. Let me see. The people that had a wonderful time. Yeah. And if you're getting started, type yeah in the chat. I can see quite a number of okay. I can say yeah. Awesome. Keep them coming, guys. Keep them coming. Thank you very much. I had a wonderful time myself. We're here to see how we can help more people gain the experience that they need in order for them to get a job. Okay, so if you're one of those people, you know somebody that would be interested in this, without a doubt, I would say you should recommend, and let's see how we can help them get started. Thank you very much. My name remains Efemena April. I'm looking forward to seeing you join us, in next coming internship. Bye for now.